How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Or if you're new, welcome to my channel. I'm that fishing noob, and I was toying around with the idea of doing an extended, uncut, unedited version of clipping, of fishing. So this is what this is going to be. I'm going to try to keep my GoPro Hero 11 cool and not have it overheat, and then also this is going to be uncut, unedited, all the things. So you're going to see just how much of a noob I am. It's going to be great. You're also going to hear how often I have to yell at my back camera to turn on. Oh, that was a bite. It was like a chaser that came out. Must be a super small fish. I've been fishing right here for a little bit. I had a couple bites, and uh-oh, it's gonna get, there we go. I was gonna say, it's gonna get caught up on that branch right there. Maybe a slower retrieve is what he wants. Huh. All right, one more over here. Trying to see if this Chatterbait Mini Max is worth the hype. So the two staples of chatterbaits are the Mini Max and the jackhammer. I've heard crazy good things about the jackhammer and also crazy good things about the Mini Max. So me personally, I prefer having a smaller presentation just to go through, and I feel like I'm able to catch more fish with it. I'm not really like a designated big presentation, big swim bait type of fisherman. I typically downsize a lot and feel like sift through numbers versus trying to land that one giant fish in, you know, I don't know, 3 hours, 4 hours of fishing. So how I'm retrieving this, I'm casting it pretty close. All right, sure. Might have just been a random roaming bass. Casting it pretty close to that vegetation, letting it sit for just a second, then a steady retrieve, giving it little pumps with my handle, killing it every once in a while, popping it, and then I'll burn it, just kind of giving it like that sporadic fleeing bait fish type of presentation. I'm fishing with my Lew's speed spool. This is paired on a Daiwa, oh hello, Daiwa Arid Coastal that I broke. So I'm gonna go replace that sometime soon, probably today. I'm gonna get I'm debating whether or not to get another medium heavy, which is what this is, or get a medium, but I think I'm set on a 7-foot length. That's just fine, like that's my happy spot. It's like 7, 7.2, 7.3. Eventually I'm gonna upgrade and get a 7.6 jig rod. I've got my eyes on a Daiwa Tatula Elite. That's gonna be sometime down the line. And I wanna add another Kistler to my lineup too, because I think that'd be fun. But don't know. All that's really expensive. And I don't have infinite money. And I don't need it. Like, I don't need extra gear. I don't need extra rods. It's just a luxury. It's just an upgrade. Real quick also, so my GoPro, I run it off of external power, and I also have a 256 gigabyte card in it. That's a fish. Also, so for today, I don't have a net. So, oh man, I thought he came off. I was like, no! He's not a happy fish. I really don't know how big you are. I just know that you're not very happy. You're not that big. Yeah, that's a good fish. Yeah, sweet. Oh, this is gonna be fun too, because normally I give you guys high fives or ask for a high five whenever I catch a fish. Dang, that's a good fish. I'm gonna take a quick picture of you. And I am participating in this free tournament, so I'm gonna go through and let me get the sun on you. There we go. I'm participating in a free tournament, so I will be logging this fish. Oh man, you weren't hooked the best, yeah. You were not hooked the best. But you were not going anywhere. Typically when I'm measuring fish, dunk the heck out of my board. Normally I'll have my net right here. Slap the fish on. My camera is already open on my phone. Go through and flatten out his tail. This is 15.5. Take a picture. Normally for a tournament, I'll take a random picture after that so I can easily find where my fish are. Ta-da! Show the back camera. There we go. That's a good one. And nice little release. Thank you, sir. That was cool. Oh, sorry, my gloves on you. There we go. Heck yeah! Sweet. Give me 5. GoPro, stop recording. And then that's my process too. I'll tell my back camera to stop recording. And dunk my catchboard again. These are all the things that happen off camera. Slap it back again behind me. This is, I've been running my catchboard, I think, so initially when I don't carry a terminal tackle box underneath my chair, I used to have my catchboard like slid in right here on the side of my chair. It was obnoxious. It protruded out a decent amount and I was just like, eh. And then I saw some people going through and carrying it behind their chair and I was like, well, maybe I can do that. So I've got my catchboard tethered right here to my handle. And I mean, this is how I've been storing my catchboard for the past, I don't know, like 6 months. And I've been in some kind of choppy, some pretty choppy situations and some choppy waters and fishing some sketchy stuff sometimes. And my catchboard has not moved. Like it's been there. So it's been gone. Oh, whoa. Golly. Herp to derp. GoPro start. Wait, hold on. Ugh. GoPro start recording. This is gonna be so derpy. Yeah. Behind the scenes look at that fishing noob. This is what happens off camera that I edit out, that now you guys can see. I have audio controls on my GoPro, so sometimes when the wind picks up, it can't pick up my voice, and then I have to yell at it so it can start recording. Also, I'm glad, so today there's more chop on the water than there was last time. And so far, that's 2 fish total in the boat, which is pretty solid. Also, Old Town, you're pretty phenomenal because I can just hand pedal you to go forward. I don't have to sit back down or anything. It's pretty great. I think this video too, this extended, long version of the video is going to be just my head cam. Uh-oh, I gotta back pedal. It's gonna be weird. Huh? I feel like that could have been a fishy spot right there. Apparently the fish didn't think so. Golly. I love those dock shots. Hey, those are little nibbles right there. Seems like it's getting a lot of attention, a lot of hits on it, which is nice. So I don't have a crazy paddle tail. Wow, that was pretty much a backlash. I don't have a paddle tail or anything crazy on it. I'm trying to have that vibrating jig be the main action of it and not really have a whole lot of secondary action. So far this thing's getting hit pretty frequently. I don't think I went over it. So I went over water temp. Water temp is probably around 80 right now. Water clarity is not good, but I mean, it's typical to what I'm used to fishing in. I'd say right now it's probably like 6 inches, maybe, max. Which is not great, but I mean, kind of used to this kind of water clarity. If I ever fish in super clear water, I'm not gonna know what to do. It's gonna be, yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be super weird. I wonder if those rods go inside or if they're just left out all day. Oh no, okay. I feel like if they're left out all day, then sorry rods, because you get rained on a bunch. So, what should I, I do a lot of research online because I'm a noob and I don't know. So you let me know, what rod setup would you get for a chatterbait? So based off of like what I read and stuff, a lot of people prefer a like 6.6 and then a 6.6 medium extra fast. And I think there's only like one guy that preferred a 6.6 or 6.8. It was a medium moderate fast action, or moderate action rod. I feel like all of my rods are medium heavy fast action. So that's the catch-all. That's my happy place. I fished previously with an extra fast tip and I broke it. So I was like, oh no, it was actually it was a reaction tip and I broke it. So I was like, maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I shouldn't buy a reaction tip. And that was based off of kind of research too. People were like, no, like, and there's a jig rod. Like, no, for a jig rod, like, I want that tip to be like extra fast. So I was like, okay, I don't know. I've not really gone into jig fishing. I'm still figuring it out. I'm gonna draw on other people's wisdom and knowledge and see. And I broke that rod. Like, it snapped it. It's probably 2 guides down. I don't know how. It was on a, I don't know. So, little mini story time. I was fishing in a little pond. I just caught a fish on a jig. It was a decent fish, probably like a 2.5 pounder. And I like boat flipped it up onto the bank. And my next hook set on a next fish, and it was probably, I think it was less than a pound, is when my rod snapped. Like, I felt the fish, like I felt the bite. I reeled down slack and I set into it, and then I heard a ka! I was like, oh no, what was that? And then, like, I looked at my rod, and of course, you know, slack line, and I was like, my rod looks good. And then once I started retrieving it, my jig back in, I was like, oh, dang, I just broke a rod. And I don't have any, ooh, that was really far. I don't have any rod sponsors or anything like that, so I mean, like, I try to take care of all my stuff because I have to pay for it. Also, do I want to fish that side too? I feel like there's more wind on this side. It's nice being out here though. Took a random day off for work because it's my birthday. This is a big experimentation, so this is gonna be 2 videos. One is gonna be like an uncut, crazy, extended video, and the other one is gonna be, I'm gonna edit it, yeah, it'll be different. So from what I've also gathered, chatterbaits work around vegetation, but not like crazy thick vegetation. Whereas like a swim jig can swim through pretty thick vegetation, and then also it fishes well around laydowns, around hard cover. on wood. That's not personal experience. I don't have years of experience fishing a swim jig, a chatterbait. That's just me regurgitating information that I picked up from online. Whether it's right or not, I don't know. I'm still learning. I'm still a noob. This world of fishing is... I met some random guy over actually at this spot, and I joked with him. I was like, good luck. You're gonna be broke. The world of fishing is an insanely vast, infinite void of just information. It's wild. I guess that's also what makes it fun. I feel like even if I get good at fishing, I feel like there's still gonna be so many more things to learn. I'm gonna take a couple casts over here real quick too. Got some water pushing in right here. I know that's like the sun is like majorly on this bank over here, but I think there's a slightly thicker vegetation, so probably go up a little bit and then just drift down, make some cast out. If I don't get hit, then move on to the next spot. And that's a fun thing. Golly, that's a fun thing about this kayak. I can steer with this rudder and I can just scoot around, I can pedal around. So it's nice because, you know, like right now I could be fishing. I don't have to have a paddle in my lap and then I constantly adjust. I'm just like, all right, going this way. This is about where I want to turn. So I'm going to turn my rudder to the left, like so. Bada bing, bada boom, good to go. And a back pedal, instant reverse, and set up right here. And then stable enough to pop up fish out of like this. So this is also another fun thing. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, start recording. All right. I try to keep my file sizes down, and then also it's kind of a pain to remember where things are. So I try to but start and stop videos pretty frequently, which means that I end up having like, there we go. I end up having, I don't know, a ton of different videos, but I'd rather have separate videos like that than have a giant video and have to remember like, okay, where was this one thing that I'm looking for? So you can kind of see right there, that's kind of what is beneath this, that vegetation. You guys let me know what it is, because I'm a noob. I can throw out stuff like milfoil, it's not. Or I can throw out things like duckweed, it's not. Or something else, but I don't remember what it is now. Like, I don't know, just aquatic vegetation. I mean, thanks for not calling me out, because I just call it grass and vegetation. I am fishing this pretty quick. I typically fish my chatterbaits pretty quick. So, power fishing, cover a lot of water. And I mean, all those bites, they've hit within, I don't know, like a foot of where I've cast. So, it's kind of like make a cast, and it's either going to be pretty close to them, or it's going to draw them, that vibration, and then they've hit it. Also, these fish really haven't been chasers. They've been like in the vegetation almost. Kind of like, is that a fish? Yeah. Oh no. Dang it. Dang it. Huh. GoPro, stop recording. Also, this is the fun part. Let me take you off real quick. The way that I keep my camera good to go is, this is crazy, but I keep my camera saturated. I have this cover on it, and I mean, look at this, bluebird sky. GoPro, start recording. Also, here's another, sorry, random, I'm all over the place. Another random thing, sometimes I'll go like, bloop, just because if I'm lining up audio from cameras, it's easier to see something like that than line up like me making a cast. I can just look for that spike in audio and be like, oh, there it is, that's where I started. little tips and tricks for you guys if you're not already doing it, or if you're thinking about starting a YouTube, or you just want to record your adventures. Anyways, what was I talking about? Don't know now because I got off topic. Oopsie. Is that a fish? No. Thought it was. It's weird. All of the bites so far have not been huge, like thunk. Some of them have been kind of subtle, and then when I actually have a fish on, there's not like a distinct, like a hard thunk, and then it swims. I've noticed like there might be a little tap, and then my line starts swimming. The biggest thing so far today is my line has started swimming away from like where it should be going, and of course I don't feel that vibration anymore. That last fish was like really close in that vegetation. Oh man, there's bait fish out there too. That's probably why. Let's see how well it can pull through that. I think I got it. Yep. I realize I'm forgetting a lot of things right now. Normally I bring a pocket knife with me. Don't have that. I normally have giant other 3600 terminal tackle box. Don't have that. Thankfully I don't really need it today because I'm not fishing like a Texas rig or anything with hooks that I'll need to change out, or bullet weights. Make another cast right. The shade probably is going to be good. Couple crazy things. I've caught fish trolling a chatterbait too, which is weird. Like bass. Oh. See, that was a pull. I think that was just me getting snagged up on, I think, wood roots. I think the water level here is a little bit lower than what it usually is. Maybe one more cast deeper in there. Beautiful day. Beautiful, beautiful day. Last time I was out, I forgot to bring water, and by the end of it I was super sad. I was really dehydrated. So I got water with me this time. I betcha, kind of what I'm targeting, I'm like, alright, look, vegetation, like that vegetation right there protrudes out. I bet you there's a fish over there, like right there on that little corner. Typically too, if I don't get a hit like right there, probably within like 3 feet of it, I'm like, probably using a fish, at least in that spot. There might not be a fish right there, period. Also that, dang. I've mentioned this plenty of times here at the secret spot, but all of this looks so fishy, which is great, but then not, because it's just like, should I don't know, debate back and forth whether or not like I should target this or I should target that, but then it's like, no, don't overthink it. I think fishing can be pretty simple, but it could also be really complicated depending on how you process things and how you think about things. So like I could overprocess and be like, oh, I need to pick apart this and, you know, hit that cast from different angles because maybe they'll want to bite if I'm facing into the wind and retrieving, you know, with the wind. But it's like, I think the biggest thing is find fish that want to cooperate and catch them. Because I mean, technically, like I probably could spend 8 hours fishing, you know, this 30-yard stretch or so and catch fish, but is it the most efficient use of my time? Like, maybe if I believe there to be a 10-pounder around here and I need, like, I'm trying to get in the lunker program or something, but right now it's just a numbers game for me. I just want to catch fish. We're gonna swing over to that side and fish that real quick too after a quick cast over yonder. Oh, whew, that was almost bad. Or if there's not a fish right there, felt like there could have been a fish right there. That would have been a good one. Maybe there's one over there. If not, dang it. In my mind, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go switch sides, but then I'm like, well, just in front of it, you know, I got some more cover and shade and overhang. So it's like, what if there's a fish over there? Like right there. I guess that's a good thing about power fishing though, is it's not like I have to, it's not like this is 15 feet and I'm fishing a weightless Senko that I have to wait, you know, let it sink, go through, make a cast. If I get hit, I get hit. If not, then I can make, you know, a couple casts. All right, I think here will be where I transition that way. Just fish that real quick. Dang, that looks fishy too, that shade right there. There you go, action. Wow, this blue on the head is actually really vibrant. I like it. It's got some flake in it. It's not just a solid blue, it's nice. It's like black and blue flake. It's nice. All right, here we go. Maybe there's a friend over here.
Exercise room closed.
Oh, well, thank you. Oh, hello. See, like, that was a good hit. Just don't know. Was that a follower? Let's see. A little steady retrieve, pop, pop, let it die. Retrieve again. Steady retrieve, little twitches, kill it. Huh. I'm pretty frugal, so things like this, it costing $9, I'm like, ah man, it's kind of steep. And I mean, I'm also cheap, so it's like, can I find an alternative that costs half the amount? Or should I even buy this versus the normal chatterbait? Is this actually that special? Or it's like, what about the mini? I mean, so far, I think there's a different hook on the Mini Max. I think the blade fires up a little bit faster. I think skirt is relatively the same. I need to compare. Let me think, because I had a black and blue mini that I lost in a snag, through a snag. And I liked fishing with that. That was, you know, it was a really fun bladed jig to throw. I caught fish. I think it's smaller. I think this has this might have a bigger hook on it than the mini. Where did that other fish go? Also, real quick, let me check the time. So it's 10:13. I'm going to stop this recording at about, I don't know, 11, or like 11:05. As long as it doesn't shut off before then. I'm trying to get these casts as close to that vegetation that kind of grassland as possible. And then as I'm retrieving out, just killing it randomly. See if a fish wants to go through and hit it on the paws, or hit it on the sporadic little tut-tut. Know that as the sun gets higher and as the day goes on, this bite is going to be more difficult. I think last time I fished in the evening, I only got 2 fish. That's why. Because you're a small one. That's why you're a little difficult to catch. Because you're a tiny guy. Tiny bass. Huh. Were you the ones that were being sneaky and hitting it? Look at that. Wow. It's been a while since I've caught a baby bass like that. Take a quick pic of you too. Told my buddy that I would send him pictures of his fishies from today, so there's another one. Should I give him a measurement? No. Should I show the back camera? Sure. There we go. Tiny little fish. Good fish though. Fun little bite. Thank you, sir. See ya. Sweet! Alright, give him 5. GoPro, stop recording. Alright. This would be a good time to check my camera saturation. I'm anticipating my camera to be... Hold on. Sorry. If you're one that is prone to motion sickness, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to get you sick. I just have no other way of going through and getting my camera saturated without dunking it. And I run an open door, so dunking it is not an option unless someone wants to go through and give me a brand new GoPro. Even then, it's still not good. I'd still be overheating the camera. All right, here we go. GoPro, start recording. Forgot there's a little, I think that's why I like this bush. What was that? This bush over here. There's a drainage pipe right here, so if you get any extra rain. I think this is where I caught some of my first Texas rig bass. It's off of that little drainage pipe. It was during winter time too. I remember I was like, wow, look, a drain. What'd you get stuck on? What is that? Alright, cool. It's like, oh, a drain, let me make a cast at it. And then probably, I don't know, like 10 feet in front of it, bass came and picked it up. It's pretty sweet. For those of you watching, how are you? How are you guys doing? Whoa. Oh my gosh. What is that? Is that a bass? I just had a follower. That was like a, I don't know if that was a bass or if it was a gar. Probably not gonna be able to see it on my camera, but I saw it. Might have been a gar. There's a ton of gar in here, so these larger bumps and like might be gar. They're just long-nosed gar, so no crazy mouths on them like an alligator gar. But they're crazy aggressive. If I ever see one surface and I toss anything at it, if I twitch it in front of its face, it like 99.9% of the time will hit it. I know there's some pretty big gar in here too. I've graphed them previously. Alright. Go back to discovering some water. Mentioned all of that looks fishy. It looks fishy, right? It's been a while since I've seen a gator over here too. It's kind of weird. For a sec I was like, fish? Because I was swimming sideways, but nope. It's just a leaf. Leaf on the blade. If you guys are new to my channel, hello. Nice to meet you. On this channel, I am a noob, hoping to provide some family-friendly fishing content, fishing adventures. Sometimes there's a topic, a theme, sometimes it's just going out and bringing you guys along on a fishing trip, fishing adventure. Could be a fish over there. No? Dang, I thought that was a pretty fishy cast. Gotta rip it through that vegetation sometimes. I can feel the blade just like a da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and then every once in a while when it stops, it's probably because there's vegetation that got caught up on that surface, that face of the blade. Just gotta give it a quick little pop. Sometimes I'm able to go through and free it up just from my handle, like pulsing the handle or just retrieving in just a little bit faster. Dang, there's no wind over here. Not really. A little fishing friend also is those herons, cranes. They are much better fishermen, fisher-birds, than I am or will ever be, so I use them as a little homing beacon sometimes. Also, here's a random thing. You guys that have an Old Town Sportsman PDL, either 120, 106, some of the stuff from like Navarre kayak fishing, like a bigger rudder handle, is that worth it? So I'm noticing I have to tighten my handle quite frequently, and like there's a lot of adjustments I have to make, which I'm anticipating there's still being a lot of adjustments made, but not having it feel so loose and having to tighten it. Let me know if you guys have upgraded and gotten a different handle, if you've noticed that it's easier to steer and it holds position better. Not holds position better because like I don't think I have an issue with, unless I'm fishing really choppy water, of my rudder going through and twisting left or right. It's mostly just like my handle right now is loose, so then I have to tighten that little like tension knob down on it. Man. So far I'm liking this thing though. I don't know yet if it's worth, for me, if it's worth a $9 price point. I feel like at the rate that I lose things, I would much rather get 2 minis than one of these. And like jackhammer, unless someone buys it for me, I feel like 15 bucks is pretty steep. Which sounds crazy, but I think I'm still scarred a little bit from when I first started fishing. So I went online and I looked up all the things that catch fish. Bought a bunch of crankbaits, bought hard plastics, some lipless, spinner baits, and I lost a lot. lost them to snags, lost them to trees. So I think part of me is still like, dang it, I hate just seeing $8 fly into a tree and then it's lost. So I feel like the same for a $16 jackhammer. Be like, all right, cool, I'm just casting out my $16 jackhammer, and then, oh crap, like, oh no, it's snagged and I can't get it. So I know that's not anything compared to, you know, guys that fish those giant glides and giant custom, you know, baits that cost $100, $200. I could not imagine fishing with those things. It's just that, like, unless it was like a guaranteed catch 10-pounders and it never gets lost, because at one time it's like, all right, my little ambitious cast, or a fish takes it and then runs into some submerged timber, and then I lose my $150 glide. The heck? Oh yeah, that'd be bad. Oh man, I had another follower. Interesting. I'm getting like, that was a super tiny follower. It's probably like the same size as that last bass. I wonder, so they say whenever you're fishing a buzzbait to go through and kill it like right at the boat. So I think I'm gonna do that a couple times too. Just kill that action right at the boat. Let's see. I think I'm gonna have to get out of this dead zone though. There's not really a whole lot of movement on the water, and I can see some movement over there. I think these fish will be probably in that water flow, that current. It's also regurgitating information that I've listened to and read as far as locating bass like moving water, especially during the summertime, rather than just stagnant water. So this isn't like fishing rivers, because obviously in a river all the water is moving. This is primarily for ponds, lakes, creeks that don't have any current. I wonder if I'm fishing this thing too fast as well. Man, it's quiet. Nice. Alright, let me go fish over. GoPro, stop recording. I got spiders all over my kayak too, actually. Camera's still good. It's like, do I need to dunk it again? I think I'm alright. Alright, let me fish. There's a little bit of movement here, not a lot. There's a lot more movement down there, but like this shade right here feels fishy. Take a couple casts this way. If I get hit, cool. If not, then slowly inching my way down that way. I'm excited for topwater to start blowing up again. I want to get some really good buzzbait bites. I really like fishing a buzzbait. Not as much as a frog, but I feel like I haven't gotten that buzzbait itch yet, like itch scratched. I still haven't had really good buzzbait fish. I hear like buzzbait catch good fish. I feel like I've had some good whopper plopper fish, some good popper fish, spook fish. So not yet with a buzzbait. So that's kind of my mentality of why I want to keep throwing it out. I've had really good frog fish. But I want to get that buzzbait out of my system first. Alright. Might be a sign to move on. Haven't been any bites around any of this stuff. feel like if they're... I got some followers though, which is interesting. Is my back camera going? Yes. Over the course of the day, I find it more and more difficult to keep track of which camera is recording. So I try to have a setup where I will have my finger on my head cam, and then I will activate my rear cam, and then turn on my head cam. And that's kind of been my routine. I wonder if there's anything deeper over there. Or maybe even... Oh wow, there's a little... Looks like a minnow or something. Ooh, oh, that was a fish. It's like, man, could have been a good one. Right up against that trunk. There's caught fish there too. I don't think during the summertime though. It's weird. So this summer, I've actually caught probably the most fish out of summers that I've fished. You know, last summer it was brutal. I think it was rough for everybody. Rough for the fish, rough for people. We had a serious drought. We didn't have rain in like, I think 2.5 months. And this is during like the hottest time. It was like triple digits. 2.5 months of no rain. It was bad. Water level everywhere was super low. Alright, here we go. Getting into some water moving water, current water. I'm gonna go down to that shade right ahead. So they're trimming up their bushes. All right. Oh yeah, there we go. All right, let's see. See about over here. One fun thing too, what I'll do, if I'm not sure if there's a fish on, but my blade on the jig stops vibrating, I'll just pause and just kind of feel. If there's a fish, especially a bass, it's gonna give you some input. If it's a log, yeah, no, it's just gonna be dead weight. And if it's same thing with a leaf. If it's something alive, it'll give you feedback. If it's not, it'll just like kind of pause there. Can I pop that over that? Uh-oh, first snag. Trying to be conscious too, conscientious of whatever. Try to just keep in mind the integrity of my line as well. I typically do not, Alright, there we go. Typically do, where are you? There we go. Typically do not replace, like retie a whole lot, even for like minor frays. I think this here is, pretty sure it's 12-pound red label. And then on my Tournament Pros I have 16-pound, I think, FC Sniper. This actually might be in Vizix. It might be, it's either 12-pound red label or, actually no, this is 14-pound in Vizix. Back I was debating, I was like, should I get FC Sniper? Should I get in Vizix? I've heard really good things about FC Sniper, specifically for bottom contact. And if you guys don't already know, bottom contact fishing is my favorite way of fishing. What is that? Little bubbles. So I was like, alright, cool, let me try FC Sniper. Big fan. But then also, Invizx is great for baits that are moving. Hello, turtle. because there's more stretch, so you can really like set into, let's say, a chatterbait. You can set into a crankbait. You can set into an underspin, and it's gonna go through and be more forgiving than like setting the hook with braid or FC Sniper. FC Sniper is not as stiff as braid, but it's stiffer than Invisex. Huh. Interesting. So we got shade over here, but we got wind blowing around that bank. What time is it? It is 10:34. It's been, what, 15 minutes since I had a fish in the boat? I guess real quick too, if you want to know. Dang. Thought that was a fish. I think my line just got twisted around a branch and then I felt weight. Set into it and nothing gave me feedback. No fish. Real quick though, this loose speed spool. This is how I have this chatterbait set up. So my drop rate is like this. Pretty slow. And my brakes are set at 3. Huh. Oh, hello. Someone just busted top over there. Alright, here we go. Oh, backlash and not good. It's only a matter of time before you saw me backlash. Alright, so I can't pull this backlash out anymore. Max drag, put a bunch of pressure on my spool, and retrieve in. And now I can finish pulling out this backlash. Just biggest thing is, if you're gonna do that trick, make sure to set your drag back up after. Especially if you're running lighter line, you don't want to go through and just do a massive hook set and still have your drag be maxed out. Oh man, this is also the bad part. All these line twists. Make sure that I'm able to go through and get this line back on my spool. There we go. Oh, yeah. There we go. Real quick. Just my drag. I've been running a lighter drag as well, just so I can play bigger fish. Sorry. This might have been something that I would have edited out as well, but woohoo! Unedited. Dang. I think all that would be good. on, turn. Turn. It's like someone's watching the news over there. Whoa! Whoa! Did you see that? That was a gar. Whoa! That would have been awkward. I don't have a net. GoPro, stop recording. Oh, was my camera not even recording? Oh, that's awkward. Well, it's recording now. What is that? GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, start recording. I don't know what happened to my back camera. I thought I was recording this whole time. Guess not. I don't know what I'd do if I got a gar. I'm really not trying to catch a gar. Oh. Those little buggers, they ate the trailer. GoPro, stop recording. See, the fun thing with this though is this tiny thing, I can fish it like a little fish on a net heg still. So I'm gonna add that to over here. And then what am I gonna throw on now? Another one? What should I throw on? Let me look in my bag of goodies. Kinda want to, let me see if I have any darker colored flukes. I like the fork tail on a fluke. I just cut it down majorly. Let me see. Bugs, worms, lizards. I actually don't think I have any black and blue flukes. What should I do? Could I just throw out the same thing? So it makes the most sense, right? Alright. Sounds good. Just tie another one on. I kind of want to throw a paddle tail out though. I kind of want to see what kind of action it gets with a paddle tail. Need to find, there we go. There's a black and blue. Okie dokie. Right here. I will have to cut this down though. I think this is what, a 3.5 inch paddle tail? And I mean, this on the back of that, I don't want it to be that much, so we're gonna cut it down. Thinking like that much of it off. Alright, let's throw this on and see what it looks like. Oh, I think this is gonna be good. So with this as well, it has two different hook keepers on the actual chatterbait. Or not even a hook keeper, like a bait keeper. There we go. So what it looks like now. Oh man. I think this is gonna be, oh, this might be good. Yeah, this is gonna be vibrating like crazy. GoPro, start recording. See, I remember that time. All right. You guys still saturated? Yep. Oh, spooked a lot of stuff over there. Crazy. It's like you never know where your next fish is going to come from. So it's like, is there a fish over here just randomly hanging out in the sun but in vegetation? Yep. Oh, I lost him. No! Dang it. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, start recording. So it's like one of those, why is there a fish over here? I know there's vegetation, but it's like, why was he here? My drag, by the way, on that last one, not adjusted accordingly. My drag should have been tighter. So I went to go, typically when I set the hook, I will cover my thumb. I cover the spool with my thumb and then set the hook, and then I'll retrieve. When I went to retrieve that last fish, I don't think it was that big, but I went to go get line in, and yeah, drag was not adjusted. It was not set properly, so I couldn't get line in. Just rotated. Oops. I thought I adjusted it to be all right, but I mean, I guess not. Now it's a question of, is there a fish hanging around this? Nope. What about over here? Nope. Nope. All right. GoPro, stop recording. All right, time to dunk you guys again. Hold on. So apparently I've been recording for an hour and 7 minutes. Let me double check that. I don't know if I'm still recording or not. I'm pretty sure I'm still recording. 1 hour, 7 minutes. So we'll keep this going for a little bit. But I mean, that's just continue this for another 4 hours, and that's essentially what a day of fishing looks like for me. Some fish, hopefully. Some backlash, and that's probable. Some missed fish, also pretty probable. And then, of course, you know, some decent fish in the boat. I don't know I was recording that long, golly. Good job, camera. You've been alive and good to go this whole time. Or it's just frozen up and I don't even know. I've just been talking to myself this whole time without a head cam going. And oh man, that would not be fun. If my camera was frozen and I missed everything, that'd be awkward. All right, let me try to get one more fish in the boat and then we'll end this uncut, super long, crazy little portion, little video. That gar was crazy. It's probably like a, I don't know, 3, not even that, 2 foot gar. Maybe. This is really nice too, so with this Mini Max, I can feel that blade vibrating when I'm retrieving it super slow. And I think that might not be something that the Mini does well. So I can still feel that blade just like dut, 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 when I'm retrieving super slow. It's interesting. What time is it? 10:53. Little random update because I started a workout. 285 active calories and 399 total calories. It's been going for 73 minutes. Actually, wow. Just over an hour. Oh, thank you. Well, let me see if I can get you guys one more fish because that'd be cool. And then end on that note. Oh man, can you imagine? It's like, let me just get you one more fish, and it's like 3 hours later. It's like, oh wow, that was the longest uncut video I wasn't even planning on doing. think I need to put some guidelines on it, some restrictions. If I can't get another fish within the next 5 minutes. There we go. Then we'll end this video. Would have been nice. I would have had that other one. That would have been cool. Ooh, yuck. Huh? That breeze feels nice, especially when I'm sweaty. It's nice and cool. Wasn't as far as I wanted to cast it, but sure, we'll go with it. I know there's a ton of vegetation right here. There's also like this little, I don't know, ditch, little drainage ditch that runs into here. So this is another good spot whenever it rains. Fish will stack up over here like crazy. Come on, fish. I don't know if it's happened to you guys, but a lot of the times I'm like, all right, I'm tired, I want to go home. And then like I get a bite. And it's like, fish are like, oh, you wanted to go home? You go home when I say you go home. I'm like, okay then. I guess I'm going home later. So maybe I need to trick them and say, all right, well, I guess this is it. I'm just gonna go home now. Maybe they're not gonna fall for it. That might be a good spot. Okay. I think that's where the mouth of it is, pretty much. Let's see if any fish are randomly hanging around there for whatever reason. A bird just caught a fish, I think. He's eating bugs or something. In case you didn't know, my channel hit 1K subs pretty recently. So I'm super grateful for that. That's phenomenal. Can't thank you guys enough for your support. Some random little noob out of a tiny plastic boat in Texas. You guys are choosing to go through and spend some time with me. I appreciate it. On that note, also, if you haven't already, drop some fishing wisdom down below, or, hey dragonfly, or something positive. Here's one thing that I'm come here. If I can get a dragonfly to land on my finger, that'd be cool. Here's something I'm gonna be including in my videos too. Here's super random. If you guys want prayer for anything, then also let me know. If you don't want to comment it, then just shoot it to me in an email. Let's see if these fish want to cooperate. Probably not here. I mean, like, sun, I don't know. It's so, oh, that was not good. And there's another backlash. Would you expect anything different from a person fishing on a channel called DadFishTackle? Golly, that's a jeez Louise. Alright. Alright. Dang it. Got it. Fish a bait caster. It'll be fun. Backlashing. It's fun. Fish. Go fishing. It'll be fun, they say. Oh man. It's always the stressful part whenever you have massive line twists like that and trying to get it back on your spool. A lot of the times it'll go through and knot up randomly and it's like, dang it, and I gotta go through and pick out this knot. Thankfully this time, good to go. And I didn't have to go through and adjust my drag or anything, so I don't have to worry about it. There we go. Got that vegetation off of it. really want to catch one more fish for you. Just don't know where this one more fish would be. Earlier I was going to say, it's like target shade, because the bass are most likely going to be in shade, right? But then it's like, I made that random cast to that random little patch of vegetation, and I got hit. So it's like, dang it. There's no, that's the crazy thing of fishing. There's no one set formula where it's like, if you follow this formula, you are guaranteed to catch fish. I make a quick cast over here, and then I will fish that. The Gar just busted over there. Alright, here we go. Make a couple quick casts over here. If we don't get anything, then that'll be it. Alright. I think there's a fish over there. Dang it. Dang it. Oh. Nope. Dang it. Well, I guess it's good we did catch some fish. So it wasn't just me. Whoa. There's some bait right there. That was cool. It wasn't just me making a bunch of casts and talking. Oh. Backlash in the making. Okay. Come on, I'll take any fish, any size in this video. It'll be cool. Come on. Well, I did say 5 minutes, so maybe a couple more casts in the shade down that way. Maybe like a bomb cast that way. That was almost a really bad backlash. The tail of this thing caught the edge of the water right here, right in front of the bow. Would not have been good. Is that a fish? Nope. Okay. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be awkward. Up and over. Cool. All right, here we go. Dang. Dang. It's like, do I end the video right now? Because I want to fish that, but then I also want to fish that real quick. Those two spots. Here we go. Over here. There's not really a whole lot of water coming. Like a lot of movement, a lot of current coming this way. It's kind of stagnant, but there's shade, which is good. And then also there's vegetation, and that's the end of where some current is blowing into. I think this stuff over here is like hyper shallow though, so I don't think there's gonna be bass on this. Okay, sure. Prove me wrong. You're an angry one too, golly. Wow, you're a really angry one. I'll boat flip you. I think you're the biggest one of the day too. Ho ho ho! Nice. That was a cool little follower. I don't even know if my back camera's going. Whoa, that's a good one. That's awesome. Take a quick pic of you. No, I think that was my back camera. I think it just died. Sweet. Sweet. Alright. Oh, you follow that out from the shade. That was pretty sweet. There we go. It's like a double hooks at yourself. Sweet. Alright, quick measurement on you. You're probably like 16 and a half. GoPro, start recording. Or not. You might even be 17. Let me see. Yeah, you'll touch 17. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Last fish to end the video. Thank you for that. See ya. Haha! Alright, last one. Give him 5. Gotcha! Oh, hello. And on that note, that was awesome. On that note, that'll be it for this one. Thank you for joining me for this uncut, extended, unedited video. Caught some good fish. I appreciate you. Appreciate your support. Like I mentioned, if you haven't already, comment some wisdom down below. Fishing wisdom, or just something positive. And again, if you have a random prayer request, email me or comment it down below. Yeah. Brilliant day. Bluebird sky. Had some fish in the boat on this here Chatterbait Mini Max. I like it. I like it. But that'll be it for this one. I hope that you guys are able to go fishing. And if you are fishing, I hope that you're able to catch a big one. But I'll catch you on the next one. God is good. Y'all be blessed. Later.